Thanks for joining us on your Kentucky at a Home. We have an exciting show for you today. We're going to give you a sneak peek of the Bellarmine Women's Council's designer show house, take you to an amazing property in southern Indiana with lots of farmland, and to the Habitat Restore. All this and more coming up.
Welcome to Your Kentuckiana Home, the only local home show in Kentuckiana. Your Kentuckiana Home is brought to you by Window World of Louisville.
Thanks for joining us today. We are at the Bellarmine University's Women's Council's Designer Show House. I'm here with Donna Borden. Thanks so much for inviting us out here today.
Thank you for being here with us.
So you're one of the co-chairs of this amazing event that you guys have every year. This is the 42nd year for this event, and this house has a very special history with both Louisville and your organization. Why don't you tell us about it?
It just came to us by happenstance. This house was lastly owned by one of our Women's Council members, Barbara Cox, and she passed away a year ago in June, and the house was then sold, and the owner came to us and asked if we would like to use his home as a designer show house. And this is very interesting. I think in the history of our 42 houses, we have only had 2 homes that were actually belonged to one of our members. The very first house, which was in 1974, it was the Lemon Estate, and one of the owner of that was on the board of Bellarmine, and that's shortly after the Women's Council was formed by Monsignor Horrigan. And so women, I think, talked the husband into making this a designer show house, our very first one. And so that house and this house in 2016 are the only 2 that have been owned by current members of the Women's Council.
And this house in particular has history with Louisville, with the Cherokee neighborhood area.
Well, yes, it does. It was originally built by a famous architect, Stratton Hammond, and it was built for Mr. Mingle, who owned the Mingle Box Company here in Louisville. And Mr. Mingle's grandfather, I believe is correct, is the person that's on the statue of the horse in the Cherokee Circle, not too far from here.
And everyone knows that statue.
Yes, they do. They tell us that, but they don't know that it's connected to this house. And we do have that in our history that is in the souvenir program for everyone to retain.
So the designer show house, all the money raised goes to a great cause. Tell us about that.
This cause is the Bellarmine University Student Aid Fund, and we help our students by awarding scholarships. The financial aid office does this, but we present the money to the university after our events. And to date, we have raised over $2 million in these years to give to our students.
So people get to support a great cause and to see an amazing house that's been completely renovated. Tell us about what people are going to see when they come here.
Over 5,000 square feet of beautiful, wonderful designs. Creative designers have just turned this house into a beautiful place. And we have, the kitchen has been enlarged and renovated. All the bathrooms are new. We have a lower level that was basically a storage area that now has been into a fabulous, great room. There's a wine cellar, a bar, a full bath, and a huge, great room with flat screen TVs.
And one of the neat things about the way this house is designed is you have a whole team of designers, and they all take one room, but yet they work together to make sure that everything's cohesive in the house and blends beautifully.
They have worked together, many of them. We have new people each year, but most of our designers love this event as we do, and they've become a part of it for each year. And you might think that they all had a big meeting to put everything together, and they did not. It's actually their education and what their knowledge is what's going on in the world of design that enables them to create such a beautiful together house. And it really is. It's not overdone, but it is extremely tastefully done and so many new things for people to see.
And the colors are all beautiful and on trend and great ideas for people to get here if you're wanting to remodel your house.
Yes, and we have designer nights, 4 nights during our event where the public can connect with the designers. They can talk about anything, ask questions about their area or anything in the house and refer them to someone else that they know that's there tonight. Or they could talk to them about a plan that they would like to have for their house or renovation. It's the night to connect with our designers, and they so love the public coming in and talking about what they've created in this home.
And designer nights are Tuesdays and Thursdays from 5 to 7, correct?
That's correct. In addition to the tour of the house, people always love to come to the events that are also tied to the house, which is shopping at the boutique and our wonderful cafe.
So Donna, how can people purchase tickets to come to this amazing house?
They can either buy their tickets when they come on site, and those are $15 at the door, or we have several outlets in town. The Commonwealth Bank and Trust has about 5 locations where you can purchase tickets, and we have several designers that will be selling them, and those tickets are $10.
Thank you so much, Donna, for inviting us here today. We really enjoyed being here. Be sure to come out and see the 42nd Designer Show House that's put on by the Bellarmine University's Women Council.